Friends, welcome to my workplace at Ranaghat, West Bengal, India. Let us observe this surgery. This is a cataract with grade 3 nuclear sclerosis. This is the main incision with a 2.8 millimeter steel keratome at mid-limbus. Visco is used to fill up the anterior chamber. In this case, I didn't apply visco over the corneal epithelium. This is a side port about 3 clockers away from the main incision on the left side, and only one side port was made in this case. Now capsular access. The anticapsule is punctured, a capsular tag is raised, this capsular tag is guided anticlockwise with the help of this Utrata forceps and an optimum size rhexis of about 5.5 millimeter is done. Now hydrodissection is done with the help of a 27 gauge cannula and BSS. The nucleus is tapped and the nucleus is nicely mobilized. Visco again to fill up the anterior chamber, and now is the time to use the phaco handpiece to use the ultrasonic energy, divide the nucleus into pieces and emulsify the pieces. Here goes the phaco needle with its bevel down, and this is cortical shaving and nuclear rotation at the same time. Now the handpiece is turned to make the bevel up. And now watch direct chop, direct vertical chop. Hold the nucleus firmly and chop it. Again rotate the nucleus few degrees, about 90 degree, and chop. Again rotate and chop. And this is a free nuclear piece. It is being emulsified with ultrasonic energy. Ultrasonic energy used in this case is 65%, flow rate is 45 ml per minute, and vacuum is 450 millimeter of mercury. This is the other heminucleus. It is again held at a deeper plane. The nucleus is emulsified. The epinuclear shell is not emulsified at this time. The epinuclear shell protects the posterior capsule. And now the epinuclear shell has been emulsified. When we emulsify the epinuclear shell, the vacuum is less, about 250, and flow rate is 25. And now I am aspirating some amount of cortex by the phaco handpiece itself. In irrigation mode, irrigation is 300 and flow rate is 30. And this is okay. Rest of the cortex we can easily manage by a 23 gauge Simcoe cannula. The whole cortex can be removed by the phaco handpiece, but it may be risky at times. This is removal of cortex. Go through the side port and remove the cortex from 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. The cortex is nicely removed, and we can see that the posterior capsule is quite clear in this case. And now I am going to implant a hydrophilic acrylic single piece monofocal intraocular lens. The main incision is enlarged a bit because the cartridge is a B cartridge. And here goes the intraocular lens. And the lens is placed in the capsular bag. And we can see that the optic is covered all around by a thin rim of anterior capsule. This means the size of the rhexis is nice, about 5.5 millimeter, and if the capsule is 5.5 millimeter, the chance of capsular phimosis is much less. If it is 5 millimeter, the chance is still there. And now this is a bit of moxifloxacin. The side port is closed by hydrating corneal stroma with 27 gauge cannula and BSS. As the BSS is injected into corneal stroma, the opening closes. The main wound is triplanar and it will not require any hydration. This is the final lavage of the anterior chamber. The antechamber is nicely lavaged. Whatever visco is there on the back of the cornea is irrigated out. The antechamber is nicely formed. Few drops of moxie is applied over the ocular surface. The integrity of all the wounds are checked, and then the case is concluded. Thank you very much for your attention. Be better and do better. If you be a good surgeon, you will do good surgery and you will help a family. If a person can see, he can earn money and he can support a family. If he gets good vision, he can look after himself and his family. But if the vision is not good, the person becomes a liability to the society. So be a great surgeon and serve your patients with love, respect, empathy, and great surgical competence.